Yo, what's up guys? You're back with TechNick, and today we'll be doing part 2 of the 6-part series between the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro against the Realme X2 Pro and OnePlus 7T. The Realme X2 Pro is running ColorOS 6.1, the Xiaomi is running MIUI 11, and the OnePlus 7T is running Hydrogen or OxygenOS 10. The Realme is the only one still stuck on Android 9, and the other two came with Android 10 out of the box, thankfully for that. All of them have pretty similar specs except for the device in the middle, the Mi 10 Pro has a wonderful Snapdragon 865 processing chip. With all their brightnesses maxed out, they all look pretty similar, though we have over 1,000 nits on the one in the middle, the Xiaomi Mi 10. All of them also have 90 Hz panels over here, and today we're going to be talking about the software implementation and the features of all of the phones. So bear with me as we go through these quite quickly, but these 90 Hz panels are absolutely amazing. Once you go 90 Hz, it's really hard to go back to 60 Hz. Going back to my iPhone 11 Pro Max after using this Xiaomi feels absolutely terrible, as it did with the OnePlus 7T and Realme X2 Pro before it. They also all have one kind of screen off clock, though the Xiaomi has the most amount of options, the Realme has the least, and the OnePlus only has an ambient display, so it's not exactly always on, but it is the brightest. We also have dark modes on all of these wonderful AMOLED panels over here, though the Xiaomi looks the darkest if you ask me, and those wonderful curved edges really make it pop when it is in dark mode. It looks absolutely fantastic. Even in system apps, it darks everything out. Where the Realme steps things up is that you can use dark mode for third-party apps, and it is not a gimmick. You could literally open up an app such as Adobe Reader over here and it goes dark. Though the OnePlus steps things up with customizing everything to accent color as well as changing the icon shape, which is absent from the two on the left. We also have draw modes on all of them, which is really awesome, and we have a bit of a feed kind of iPhone look on the left of all the devices. China seem to really enjoy doing this. It's kind of useful, I guess. I don't really use it. I usually turn it off, and we can also use like a kind of 3D touch there for more information when long holding down on each app icon. The status tray at the top there is pretty cool, and full screen mode can be changed for all apps, though you can only change the notch area on the two devices on the right. The Realme X2 Pro does not have that, but the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro actually lacks a Dolby Atmos, though it has those wonderful dual stereo speakers at the top and bottom of the phone, and we have reverse wireless charging thanks to Qi wireless charging on the Mi 10 Pro, which the other two devices don't have. They all have pretty fast charging, and we'll get to a charging test, I think, in part 4 of this 6-part series over here. As for now, we're looking at the software here, and we are moving on to the wonderful navigation gestures. And just to let you guys know that alert slider on the OnePlus really does make a massive difference. I think all phones should have it. Now, when we use the full screen display gestures over here, you can pull in from either side of the screen on all three phones over here, and you can hold up from the bottom to see recent apps and go home. You can also lock individual apps so that when you clear all apps, those individual apps stay open, something maybe that you guys didn't know before, but it is present on all of the phones. Now, the thing that I do like with the Realme X2 Pro is that you can actually change how you go back by swiping up from the bottom corners of the phone, which is awesome. And the two phones on the left can also both systematically change apps, go between the apps by long holding inward from either side of the phone. Now, we also have these wonderful in-display fingerprint sensors, and the Realme X2 Pro seems a little bit snappier than the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro. As is the case when going up against the OnePlus 7T, the Xiaomi is not the fastest over here, and really it hasn't really had the fastest fingerprint scanners on either of its devices in the past year or two. I think that OnePlus is the king of this so far, though we do have shortcut options for that fingerprint sensor for the two phones on the right hand side. The X2 Pro lacks this. We also have facial recognition on all phones, though this is not 3D facial recognition, this is 2D facial recognition, so it can be fooled with the picture, though it is really quick on the X2 Pro and the 7T. Once again, the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro is slightly slower than the other two, even with a faster processing chip, probably due to the animations with MIUI 11. And the X2 Pro, I must say, seems to be quicker with facial recognition overall. Now, moving on to the feel of the phones, that actually feel really awesome with their software. I must say that the stock Android experience comes with the OnePlus 7T with Oxygen or HydrogenOS here in China. It feels really awesome, but if you want that awesome looking skin of Xiaomi, I think that they've done a better job than they have on previous Xiaomi devices with MIUI 11. Guys, this is TechNick, and I'll see you in part 3.